Hello, everybody. This is Claudio Alegre, and welcome to episode 5 of season 1 of the Daily Pill, a webcast sponsored by our parent company, Angel Home Care Services, providing caregiving services throughout South Florida, primarily in the Dade County and Monroe counties. So I hope you liked that video. I wanted to kind of start the show today with a little bit, a little message. And aside from the fact that it's a brilliant ad from Adidas, I like ads that tell a story and that touches where, right in the heart, and I think the message there was that whether you feel young or old, it's in your head, right? It's in your mind. Age is more of a mindset thing than a physical thing, even though our bodies do naturally degrade over time, right? But same way that real prisons exist in your head, right? More so than in physical reality, right? Some people are serving a life sentence, and they're not in jail, right? They just chosen to be prisoners of their own thoughts. And I like that video because it shows how, this old man who didn't want to give up. He wanted to do something that he used to do, and he fought and fought, and then basically he built, a little team around him, and his friends supported him, and eventually, he never gave up, and he got out for a run. That's all he wanted to do. So the nursing home was kind of like a prison, but he didn't let it imprison him, and so that's kind of like the difference there, and so I just wanted to start the video, today's show with that. But in fact, the actual topic for today is actually a little project that I started about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, and I titled it "Major Discounts Florida Seniors Didn't Know or Don't Know They Can Get." Right? I put the link on the show notes of the actual website. So what happened was a couple of years ago, I began to build this list, about what kind of discounts and deals seniors could get. And then quickly into that project, I realized I was way over my head, because I couldn't vet the right deals from the scams and the shams, even though I learned a lot of the stuff that you shouldn't be calling a deal or you shouldn't be going into. So I put that list aside. So I started to focus on a real list. But I said, forget this. I'm not the person to do this. I'm just gonna find whoever's already done this, and then I'm gonna share that with my audience and my followers and my list, and my clients, and anybody I know that could help, that could benefit from that. And so that's how I changed my strategy altogether. And so I put together, I did some digging, and I found this site. At the time, the site today it's a lot better. I'm going to share it on the show notes as well. But I found this site of this lady. I forget her name, but I'll dig it up in a second because I have the actual information in front of me. I found she has an amazing resource for senior discounts, and in a variety of categories, right? I found, discounts on prescription drugs, groceries, restaurants, travel, or retail stores, phone plans, anything you can think of, right? And that was 2 years ago. I recently checked out the page again for their site, and it looks amazing. And I know you can't see what I'm seeing, but it's actually, I put the site on the show notes. It's called the seniorlist.com, right? It's called the seniorlist.com. And so if you were to go there, so I'm just gonna tell you, definitely you should visit it. You could join it. It's free, right? You get all kinds of perks from it. There's just a few of the products that they that they talk about and they rate and all of that are in medical alert systems, in senior care, senior housing, discounts, a bunch of other lists that they have. Um, so some of the most popular lists are in medical alert systems for obvious reasons, and senior care, housing discounts, and then the actual her name is actually Amy Clark, and she started this a few years ago, and then now this thing has grown to an amazing resource for seniors and caregivers, right? So if you're a caregiver, you want to head over here and say, for example, some of the categories as you see on the actual website is safety, right? And then they have home security systems, walking tubs, mobility scooters, stair lifts, medical alert devices, portable oxygen, right? On the caregiving side, they have caregiving tips, home care, assisted living, medication dispensers, um, and and then also on the lifestyle side, they also have a lot of other amazing resources. And with the thing with when you're looking to find good resources, the thing is that you have to be um, careful, because the challenge is in finding the real stuff, right? It's what happened to me, right? I'm in the business at this point, right? But I get asked a lot by families, hey, what kind of bed should I get? What types of beds are covered by Medicare, right? Or what kind of wheelchair is the best if my dad needs oxygen? What about a medical alert system, right? So they can have an answer for a lot of these questions, but I never tell anybody I don't have an answer. What I tell them is I don't know. Let me do the research for you, and I'll find out. And then I always apply my rule of thumb. I've said it before. My grandmother's 101 years old. She lives in Westchester, just a few miles from where I am right now. And if it's not good enough, or I don't feel comfortable enough to refer something like that to her, I don't refer it to anybody. So I'm forced to, if I say to somebody, I'm going to find out for you, the first thing I need to do as a resource is to have other resources that are the end resource, right? The people that actually are the experts on those particular areas. So then I call them, I reach out and say, hey, I have this situation. How can you help me, right? And so that usually doesn't have a direct impact from a business sense of perspective to me, but it doesn't matter, because all that stuff comes back, right? In my opinion, in my experience, that's been the case. And so many times it just builds an amazing amount of goodwill with people when you help them just because you can, right? And that's something that I've always done. And so right now I've gotten pretty good at it, because I have a group of people that they know what I do, and they kind of sort of like, they know I have a little cause, or a little a thing that I like to do in addition to what we do at the agency, which is, it takes me sometimes out of my core business goals, right? Which by now they are what they are. And sometimes it's these little things that you end up helping people with that have nothing to do with your business, that sometimes brings you a lot of satisfaction. And it's amazing how sometimes those little things that you can do for caregivers, it goes a long way, because they just don't have a clue. It's no longer even about they don't know which brand to choose. They just don't know where to start. And if you've been a caregiver, or in a situation where you've been thrown into a situation where you don't know which way to go, you can kind of guess how disorienting that can be. So having a resource, somebody that you can talk to, put things in perspective for you, in the sense of, all right, yeah, I get it, but here's perhaps how you should be looking at it. And if that's the case, don't worry about it. Here's a number that you can call if you want to, or I can call for you, and then I can put you guys together. There's a lot of caregiving. Family caregiving is a team sport, and it usually goes beyond what you ever thought you were going to have to actually take care of, And so that's what I got for you today. I hope that you liked the video. I think I actually have the link. I think I'm gonna have my engineering team put the link of that video so you can rewatch it if you want to, because I love it. It has a great message, and it's also a great ad. And I'm a fan of great ads that are inspirational. And so, and then regarding the senior list, the seniorlist.com, go there, check it out, join us for free. There's no affiliate, so I get absolutely no perks out of sending people to, it's just another way for me to share information that I find useful myself, because I go here to find out what's up, right? Some of the things that are not only a 5-star in terms of quality, but that are the real thing, that they're not scams or anything like that, because I have to even be careful with those things these days because there's so many of them, right? So it's good to have a source that you can go ahead and count on. So thank you so much. It's December, a lot of things going on. I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching and take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.